Hello, hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish Kristyn. Today we are going to be sealing this full crystal canvas. I'm not going to go into all the details about how this canvas kind of did me dirty, but I will put a link in the description box down below with the post review and kit down if you are interested. So, we're going to be sealing this because the drills are not staying down nicely. I have rollered this thing so many times, but I barely move it, and I run my hand over it, and then I will feel one come off. I don't know if that's a crystal thing or what, so we need to seal it so I can cut the borders off and hang it up in Sassy Lassie's room because she really likes this one. I have gone over it with a pen and my hand and push drills down. I have rollered it. At this point, if one pops off or pops up, I can't do anything else about it, you know? It is what it is. I'm going to be using the Minwax Polycrylic Clear Crystal Top Coat, and I will have Amazon links to this down in the description box. Use clear gloss. Don't be like me and a canvas I did before and use clear satin, because satin is not shiny. Gloss is shiny. Gloss is glossy. Satin is satin. Yeah. Don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. I did also consider using this, the Krylon Sealer Glitter Blast, but I don't want to go outside and spray paint right now because it's windy. So the Minwax Polycrylic is how we are going to do this. Yes, it is. I do have a foam brush. I think the key with this, last time I think I put it on really heavy, not smart. I also have an old paintbrush so that if it gets damaged, not the end of the world. I should stir this. I have a plastic spoon from Dairy Queen and I have some baby wipes. So let's see how to do this. I do have a kitty plate right here to protect my dining room table. How am I going to open this? Hold please. Hold please. Will a nail clipper? Oh, look at that. It does. Hopefully I don't hurt myself in the process. Okay. You should be responsible and protect your work surface. I clearly have not. I'm hoping I don't regret this. So it is a milky kind of white color, but it does dry clear, but that can be scary. I did shake this, but I am going to use the spoon to stir it up. Stir, 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 stir. Oh, I could read the instructions. I could, but I'm not going to. Well, I feel like it's not like it has diamond painting instructions. So, yeah. Stir, stir, stir. It says allow 3 hours before light use and 24 hours before normal use. Okay. There we go. I am curious to see how the different drills react under the sealer. Like, for example, right in here, I have some of the metallics from DP with sparklers, and then the majority of these are crystals. You can see where the metallics are based on the super light reflecting areas up here. I don't know how it's going to react to those, and at this point I just need it to keep them from falling off. What I am going to do is I'm going to slide the canvas towards me so I work from the top, and then I will push it that way. Otherwise, I'm going to be getting the canvas in my lap that's covered with the sealer. doesn't seem like a good idea. No, I'm already throwing my roller. So, okay. I really hope I don't screw this up. Oh my gosh, I almost just spilled it. Please ignore the filthy glue line around the canvas. I didn't put tape on it. I probably should have, but I didn't. So I'm gonna dip this all the way in and then kind of shake it off a little. I don't know. Here we go. And it's okay if I get it on the border because I will be cutting that off. It is very watery, very watery. Let me see if I can, okay, see, like right there. I probably pushed too hard. And unfortunately, there is some random fuzz and stuff like that in between the drills. It is what it is. Can't do anything about that. That's what happens when you're using round drills and you have cats and you have hair and you don't live in a petri dish or a science lab where everything is super sterile. Okay. Seems to be going okay. Let's see. Feel. Okay. There is. I think it would be better to try to do several light coats versus, okay, those are sticking up. What I can't. I can't sit here and pick at it. I really can't. Several light coats. I'm hoping maybe just 2 will do the job. The last time I did this, and I used the wrong sealer, I think my coats were too thick, and so the canvas was unbendable anymore. You could not roll that canvas. It was very, very, like I poured cement on. It was like I poured cement on it. Whew. All right, here we go, little Share Bear. And I don't know with this clear gloss if it's recommended to wipe it off with a baby wipe after the fact. It says gloss, so in theory it should still be shiny. Maybe I'll do a little section at the bottom where I wipe it off a little bit and see after this first coat if I notice a difference. I mean, at that point, I can't really do anything to change it. But, you know, maybe we can learn from my mistakes, because I will make mistakes. I guarantee it. I'm trying to make sure I can see the sealer in between the drills a little bit, because that will help cement the drills down onto the canvas. Hopefully. That's the goal, is to keep the drills on the canvas. Oopsie. Okay. If you bought this if you bought this sealer just for diamond paintings, that this would last you forever. It would last you a very, very long time. All right, roll it up, slide it up, slide it up. And there isn't, I'm not really noticing a smell coming from this particular sealer. I can smell kind of like, almost like a Sharpie marker. It's not super aggressive, which is good, which is very good. All right, let's see. Okay, let me visually check the top. All right. So if we slide it down, I can already see that the milkiness is not really there at the top anymore. Fantastic, fantastic. So the milkiness goes away. Okay, so there is the first coat. I'm going to put my roller down on my cat plate, and we are gonna wipe off, don't spill it. I'm gonna wipe off this bottom corner right here. So just very, very, very gently wipe a little off with the baby wipe, and we will see if we notice a difference. I kind of don't think we will. Okay, I am gonna seal that up. I didn't think this through because I need to go eat something. And if I leave this out, my cats might jump on it. So I might be sitting here staring at this canvas and making sure that nothing happens to it for a little while. But luckily, we will just cut back to it being dry, and we will do another coat. So lucky for you, boo for me. See you in a second. Alrighty, it has been 2 hours. The canvas is pretty much dry. There's a few slightly tacky areas, but nothing overly concerning. If I go down here, and it was not going to pick up on camera, but I do not see any difference between wiping the sealer off versus not. And I did kind of take it and move it around. So I think it's good. I don't see any noticeable dulling of the drills, even on the more metallic ones. And still is pretty sparkly, which is an improvement from the last time I tried to seal something. So, go me. Go yay for using the right product. So, let's open this back up. And let's put coat number 2 on. I'm not going to re-stir. I don't think we need to re-stir. That was way too much. Way too much. So I'm just literally dipping this in and then trying to squeeze some of the excess off without making a mess. Trying to go at it with gentle pressure to just make sure it's all covered. I do see some areas that have drills slightly popping up, but I did kind of like pick at it a little bit and it didn't come off. I'm going to call that a win. And again, I will cut off the edges. I'm not worried about it getting on the edges, locking in all that dust and cat hair. It's fine. I'm going to put it on maybe a little thicker this time. I did try and bend the canvas, and it still, like it still folds and moves with no problem. So that's good. There's that. I can see is that a noticeable difference? No, I think that's just, that's just the color difference in the drills. I was going to say, I can see a slight difference in where I was putting fresh sealer on and where not. But nope, it's just the color of the drills looking different on camera. There we go. And let's, excuse me, canvas. Go over this spot. Do this. And that, I think, is good enough. I will let this dry another probably 2 hours or so, and we will come back to see the finished result. It has been 2 hours since I put the second coat on, It's pretty much not tacky for the most part. There were a few drills I was just kind of rubbing my hand on. There were a few that did pop up and I pushed back down, and there was a little bit of the sealer that was a little squishy. I was like, oh, okay, so maybe should wait a little bit longer, like right here. Oh, see, look, right freaking here. See, even though I put it down, it's, some of them are still coming up. And once it's on the wall, it won't matter, but it is kind of frustrating. It's right there. Okay, fix it. Of course, I don't have a pen. Why would I have a pen with me? So I'm not going to rub it because, yeah, some more will probably pop up. I don't know if it'd be worth it to roller it again, honestly. I've rollered it so many times. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let's see if we can see the finished result. Oh, yeah, see that one right there? Right there. Yep, that one right there is popping up. That one is popping up. That one over there. There are definitely some areas that are not behaving, but I don't think it's the sealer. It's the crystals. It is the crystals. But as you can see, Share Bear's face, it's still legible. You can still see it. You know, it's interesting. Different angles, like if I put it like this, the sun is shining from over on that side. So it makes it very hard to see. And me just looking straight down, it just looks like a bunch of darkness right here. But then if you bring it in a little bit, then you can actually see some of the details. And that's another reason why I don't think I would do another all crystal canvas, because it makes it harder to see some of the blending and the color changes a little bit more. But for the most part, I am happy with how it was rendered. Crystals, no. But that's not a secret. Let's see, and here's the bottom. Again, super shiny. I definitely would recommend that sealer. I think it's going to hold the crystals down okay. I did not take away any of the shine on the canvas, which I know is important to a lot of us. So that's good. Just make sure to get gloss and not satin or matte or anything like that. So yeah, I would love to know if you have sealed a canvas in the past. What were your thoughts? Did you have regrets? Did you screw up the project? You know, we all have a story, right? We all have an embarrassing story or a project fail, you know, and it's just part of doing a hobby or a craft. Not everything is going to always turn out perfectly. So that is Share Bear. Share Bear is officially sealed and ready to have the borders cut off so she can go on the wall. That is going to be it for me today, guys. If you have not, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, hearting, farting, doing all the things. And I will see you again very, very soon. Big awkward hugs. Bye, guys. Boop. Quit clearing your throat. Quit clearing your throat. Of course the sun is gonna shine. Another drink of Dr. Pepper. Should really do a whole video of just singing everything I say. I bet that wouldn't get very many views. Whew. Cat needs to quit digging in the litter box. Just waiting for him to finish up. Then we can start. Still digging. Still digging. Uh-oh, I feel like I'm gonna burp. So, I think, what do I need to do? Maybe you should have thought this through. Go figure. Go figure. Quit shaking, camera mount. My gosh, quit shaking. Okay, there's the burp. There's the burp. Edit the burp out, Kristyn. Okay, good. Boop. High five. Boop. Can I have some ice cream? Nom, 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 nom. Oh, God, another one. Another one right there. Another one. It's fine. It is what it is. And you are done. Yes, you are.